Ahead of the 2024 mega poll battle, JDS State President HD Kumaraswamy held a crucial meeting with Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi. In a meeting that lasted about 45 minutes, JDS joining the NDA and seat sharing were among the top issues that were discussed. Even though both sides have suggested that the finalizations will be done only after the Ram Mandir consecration, HD Kumaraswamy did admit that there are issues that need to be ironed out between both sides. The JDS, remember, claims that even before the Congress has completed 1 year in office, there is anti-incumbency in the state. Drought and women's safety have been rising concerns in Karnataka as well. Now, for a state that has 28 seats in the Lok Sabha, who's willing to give in how much, what's at stake, and how will it really pan out for the JDS-BJP alliance? We talk about it on the show. I'm joined all right, let's listen into this bite and then I'm going to get in my guests on the broadcast.
ಕೆಲವು ದೋಷಗಳು ಇರಬಹುದು, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವು ತೀರ್ಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದೋಷಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಸರಿಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದಲೇ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದಂತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಜಾರಿಗೆ ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದಲೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷ ಎನ್ಡಿಎ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೇರಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪಕ್ಷ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇವೇಗೌಡರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಗೌರವ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನಡವಳಿಕೆಗಳು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ನಾಯಕರುಗಳು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
My colleague Neha is joining us with more on this. Neha, lots of permutation and combination happening ahead of the 2024 mega elections. Get us all the political buzz that is happening on ground in the state.
Well, Shreya, absolutely. In fact, all parties here, of course, going all out to try and woo voters in the state of Karnataka. Of course, we're seeing now that the alliance between the BJP and the JDS was something that was announced quite some time back. But, of course, it seems like, closer to the elections now, they seem to be closing in, holding meetings as well on the candidates and other seat sharing as well. Now, of course, while you have the BJP and the JDS combined here, going on to say that they're certain of winning all 28 seats in the state. On the other hand, the Congress party, the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar too, has in fact, said that possibly this isn't going to happen, as the Congress party is confident of winning at least about 26 seats in the state. Now, furthermore, he went on to add that at the time when the Congress and JDS combined had in fact, contested the elections together, that it turned out to be an absolute disaster there, with both, in fact, parties barely securing about 1 seat each. Now, is this, of course, really going to work out, this combination, in fact, the combined that we're seeing here of the BJP and the JDS? Well, that's something, of course, that would be quite interesting to see, Shreya, considering that, the assembly elections too, of course, swayed in favor of the Congress party here, and the fact that they came back with a thumping majority in the state is something that they would be banking on going into the Lok Sabha polls. However, at the end of the day, of course, it really remains to be seen. Politics in the state of Karnataka has always been quite volatile. We've seen in the past as well when, there has, of course, been one party ruling the state. That has often been, another that's managed to win at the center. How this goes and what people are really going to be voting for this time around is going to be quite an interesting thing here in the state.
Exactly what I was coming to next, that what are people looking at? Now, the JDS is claiming that there is anti-incumbency in the state even before the Congress has completed 1 year in power. But what really is, the on-ground sentiment when it comes to the issues, the concerns of the people?
Well, Shreya, with the speaking with a lot of people, and in the state of Karnataka, it seems like, the people, of course, are a divided lot. While on one hand, there are several that are reaping the benefits of the guarantees that were announced by the Congress party, and they seem to be, quite happy with that. There is, of course, an equal amount of residents over here in the state of Karnataka, voters, who in fact go on to say that this is nothing but taxpayers' money being used for freebies, for possibly the lesser privileged. So at the end of the day, of course, while the Congress party would be banking on its guarantees here to try and gain ground in the state of Karnataka, remember there's just one seat that they have right now, and they're quite confident of winning 26 of the 28, which is huge. But meanwhile, whether, of course, these guarantees are going to backfire, because there's also a section now that has, in fact, gone on to condemn these guarantees and say that all of the money is being diverted to these guarantees, that there's no actual development happening on ground itself. So while, of course, the people of the state remain a divided lot, it's really going to be interesting to see whether it is, of course, development is something that's going to be, a key factor for people voting this time around. But the most unfortunate aspect, of course, Shreya, remains the fact that issues like, moral policing, issues like communal issues, in fact, that are being raked up right now by both the opposition as well as the government, are these really going to have much of an impact on the voters, or are they merely going to be looking for development that, has been lacking in the state for quite some time now? That's something that we'll find out closer to the elections.
All right, Neha, thank you very much for joining us with that, information on what exactly the people of Karnataka are really looking at and all the political buzz that is going on ground. Let me also introduce my guests on the broadcast. Ashok K.M. Gowda of the BJP is joining us. Satya Prakash of the Congress is joining us, and Prashanti SG, spokesperson for the JDS, is joining us. Namaskar, good evening. Welcome to all of you. I'd like to start with you, Prashanti. The fact that HD Kumaraswamy held that important meeting with the Home Minister, where a lot of important matters, the alliance, the seat sharing, all of these were discussed. One of the key concerns that HD Kumaraswamy also talked about was, he admitted, in fact, to the fact that there are certain hurdles, there are certain issues that need to be ironed out between the JDS and the BJP. What are those issues, those hurdles that HD Kumaraswamy has talked about?
Well, Shreya, see, in even Congress, we find hurdles. When we had a coalition with Congress also, we did find hurdles, and now with BJP. But this is not a much of impact which is going to happen with this, with this joining hands with BJP. See, here we are actually looking out, this election, we are thinking about a progressive mindset. We will definitely not stoop into the freebie politics or whatever it is. Whatever the hurdles may be, whatever the differences we have right now, I think it is being sorted out. It will be sorted out as well. So the discussion is going on with HD Kumaraswamy and BJP leaders as well. So I don't think so. It must be a big debate about it. Most of the parties do have this kind of hurdles. So I don't think so there is any kind of issues. Just little differences. It would be sorted out.
And Prashanti, let me also then ask you, your party has also accused the reigning Congress government of anti-incumbency in the state. What makes you feel so? They haven't even completed a year. What makes you feel that there is anti-incumbency in the state of Karnataka?
No, it is more likely about the freebie politics, what's happening. Like you saw last election, due to freebies, the guarantees, what they have promised, it's not being fulfilled. And lot many Karnataka people, they're not happy about what is happening. And there is no development as such. So not even in any of the districts we find developments. Their own Congress people, they are pointing out on the mistakes, what's happening, and they are repenting about voting for Congress right now. See, it is about complete freebies, and they are pointing out fingers for every single thing. They are pointing out fingers at the central. So this is not supposed to be happening, but right now, Karnataka people are not happy with the freebies.
Do you want to respond on to that, the fact that freebie politics is not doing any good for the people of the country, and you're just using taxpayers' money for political gains.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shreya ji, hi. First of all, calling government pro-poor, pro-farmer, pro-women, the government schemes as freebies in itself is a shame. And I don't know why JDS is stooping to such a level. It's a very anti-people statement, first of all. Second thing is, it is a very unholy alliance. What has happened in Karnataka is, on one side, the communals and the castes. JDS in itself is Janata Dal secular. Instead of becoming a secular, it has become a casteist and communal party. It is an unholy alliance between JDS and BJP. People have come to know. The one plus point for the Siddaramaiah government is, जो बोला हम लोग ने करके दिखाया. Within 8 months, we have promised, whatever promises we have given to the people, all the 5 promises have been fulfilled. This in itself is a big thumbs up for this Siddaramaiah government. I will tell you what is the problem between JDS and BJP. JDS is just limited to 2 or 3 districts. Maximum it is a 1 or 2 caste party, and it has shed its secular ideology. With it shedding its JDS has today become JDS-C. It has become JDS communal. With this, all the secular forces like Dalits, like OBC, like minorities, who used to vote in big numbers to JDS, today will take a decision that they will shun this casteist and BJP, unholy alliance of BJP and JDS, and support overwhelmingly for Siddaramaiah and Congress government. Mr. DK Shivakumar is today evolving as the Vakiliga face of Karnataka, pushing Devegowda to the sidelines. And this will go a big way in getting us large chunks of Vakiliga votes in old Mysore region. And this will be a game changer. The two combination, lethal combination of Siddaramaiah ji and DK Shivakumar will push this unholy alliance of BJP and JDS, which are casteist and communal parties, to the brink. Look at the problem. These parties, BJP, which had won 26 seats in 2019, today has gone to such an extent to forge an alliance with a party which is just limited to 2 or 3 districts. And today in that districts also know what will they do with Sumalata. Sumalata is a sitting MP who has supported BJP. She has said, she will going to contest. So if she contests, it will be a cakewalk for Congress. Congress is going to overwhelmingly defeat both the castes and communals.
Let me get in Ashok Gowda on this. Ashok Gowda, Satya Prakash, the Congress allegation is that this alliance is an alliance of convenience. This alliance is more to do with countering the Congress instead of actually, similar ideologies, similar thought processes, trying to come together and serve the people.
See, let us understand, why do JDS has joined with NDA alliance? They have been seeing what UPA did during their regime 1 and 2. UPA 1 and 2 utterly failed to deliver on their promises and utterly failed in the entire country's security and the sense of ownership. The UPA 1 and 2 was indulged in so much of massive corruption, whereas NDA 1 and 2 has developed this country from the nook and corners for the entire country, whether it is from east to west or from north to south. That is part 1. Part 2, you feel safe and secure in the country today. That is why everybody wants to be in the NDA kitty rather than in UPA or the so-called I.N.D.I. alliance. And our Satya Prakash ji is thinking about daydreaming that Congress has done only the 5 promises. Probably he has not read his manifesto. You believe me or not, Prashanti has already said how the so-called whatever the guarantees or whatever their things have failed, and I will not address into that. But my query is, where is the 6th guarantee you promised? Where is the Anganwadi Karyakartas getting the benefit of the salary rise? Where is the schools? Can you imagine the law? You name a department in Karnataka, out of 53 departments, every department is failed. I can name them and I can give an examples. Point number 1. Point number 2, whether it comes to the infighting between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, and there is a comedian called Rajanna, and there are so many people. Yatindra, what did he say yesterday? So there is a Congress section itself who is making Congress to lose the elections, and hence that is one part. Part 2, JDS and BJP alliance. We are not a unholy alliance. JDS wanted an alliance. They wanted to be in NDA. So we welcome it. And as well as JDS and Congress had a clash during the last elections. Please understand the Karyakartas did not go well. Whether a BJP Karyakarta and a JDS Karyakarta will definitely go well. There might be a point about the few concerns what JDS leaders had. We have already catered. I think our national leaders are qualified to cater, and they have already catered. That's not point. Is how we can develop this country into a safe and secure place and make this country as number one in economy and number one in the GDP contribution for the entire world. That is the agenda why HDK Kumaraswamy is with BJP, not with Congress.
Is it also not on the agenda, Ashok Gowda, that you might have won 25 out of the 28 seats in the Lok Sabha, but the assembly elections clearly were not in your favor? Is that also not on the agenda when you have an alliance with the JDS?
We are very clear that for whatever XYZ reasons, we lost in assembly elections. We were able to secure around 38% of the vote share, and with 66 seats, and even JDS has got around 12.5 vote share with 19 seats. Remember, Karnataka, from the day of 1985, we have been a rotational government, whether it was SM Krishna, who performed more than anybody else, and Siddaramaiah himself lost the elections. So that's the point. Is not about anything else. Point is Karnataka has been turncoat elections. So we will definitely win back in 2028. The concern is not about a Vidhan Sabha today. Karnataka also split vote concept from 2004. In the same day elections happened for Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, whereas we got more seats in Lok Sabha rather than in Vidhan Sabha. That's a different issue. Meaning to say, Karnataka's voter already knows whom is he voting for, whether it is a national security and development and overall economical development of the country, or whether I want my Bijli Sadak Pani, which is also delivered by the central government via so many other schemes like Argar Jal, toilet, and other roads have been more better in Karnataka or any other place in the entire India today. Airports have been going well, ports have been doing well, meaning to say almost we have doubled. Medical colleges we have doubled, and we have delivered on every promise. That is what Karnataka voter is checking for. Believe me or not, today I've met at least around 10 journalists who have visited the entire Karnataka's nook and corner during the Vidhan Sabha polls. They were telling me that, sir, you will win more than last whatever you won, 25 seats. But the point is, why did you lose in the Vidhan Sabha?
We'll see how that pans out, Ashok Gowda. But Satyaprakash, you wanted to make a point. Please go ahead. Also, just to add to what Ashok Gowda was saying about voter concerns, just adding to what he said, the concerns have also risen when it comes to issues such as drought, such as those who've been affected by the drought, their aid, their financial aid. Also, the recent incidences of interfaith couples being harassed, being beaten up, women's safety being a concern. Don't you think law and order is a big concern in the state right now under your government?
Dalits have been targeted in Karnataka. Once I ask him to be quiet, Ashok.
Let's Satyaprakash respond.
One second. Shreya, you need to understand. 1 second, why are you coming in between? Okay. You need to understand this. This Modi government has not given a single paisa from SDRF funds or NDRF funds for drought. We have gone number of times to Modi. So people of Karnataka will ask, what has Modi done for the people of Karnataka? 192 taluks are under drought. We have at least given 2,000 rupees per hectare to the farmers, and we are again looking at giving another aid, which will come in the next 10 days. But what has Modi done for Karnataka? People will ask. This is the question people will ask. Today, my friend Ashok Gowda was asking, what did UPA do? UPA government was there 20 years back. What did Modi do for Karnataka for the last 10 years? I will give you, in the devolution of tax, we used to get 34,000 crores 4 or 5 years back. Today also we are getting the same 33,000 or 34,000 devolution. While Modi and Amit Shah's home state, which was getting just 24,000 as far as devolution was concerned, they are getting how much? 35 to 40,000 crores. That means their devolution to their home state of Gujarat has increased by 50%, while Karnataka has remained same. For every 1 rupee that we are paying, we pay more than 4 lakhs to the center. They are giving just 15 paisa of what we pay. This is a huge injustice for Kannadigas. Kannadigas, as soon as Modi comes and lands in Karnataka, we are going to ask Modi this question. What have you done for the people of Karnataka? Why are you showing stepmotherly treatment for the people of Karnataka? Why have you given 50% more devolution for Gujarat? And what has Karnataka done by giving you 25 MPs? And this time, Kannadigas will take a oath that that Prime Minister and that Finance Minister who is cheated Kannadigas, they will be taught a lesson in 2024. Just because castes and communals come together, the seculars will be together. The Dalits in this country, the OBC in this state, the minorities will come together, and all the seculars within the forward caste will come together and make sure that this combination of castes and communals will be shown the door in the next 3-4 months. Take it from me. Modi has done huge injustice for people
Before
of
I get in,
Karnataka.
Prashanti, let me get in a response from Ashok Gowda. Ashok Gowda, you want to respond to that, and then I get in Prashanti.
I want to respond. Probably has not understood the devolution during UPA 1 and 2 was 31%, and during UPA NDA 1 and 2 it is 42%. No, one second, Satya Prakash. I did not interfere. Please listen. Please listen. On record, I'm saying.
What is the devolution percentage change that you have brought for us?
Zoom in the court. If I'm
how much
you
was
can zoom in the court if a single figure is missing. Once again, Prakash, 18,000 crores during 1 and 2 per annum. Whereas now, 1,54,000
people of Karnataka. Why should people of Karnataka give you 25 MPs?
Okay, Mr. Satya Prakash, let Ashok Gowda respond, please. None of you are audible this way. None of the viewers will not be able to understand what either of you are saying. Gentlemen.
It was 80,000 crores.
Okay, Ashok Gowda and Satya Prakash, please.
80,000 crores during UPA 1 and 2. 1,54,000 crores.
Ashok Gowda ji, you made your point. Let Satya Prakash ji respond now.
Let me tell you. How the Karnataka has developed. How the Karnataka has developed.
Forget.
How Mysore, from Bangalore to Mysore.
Karnataka used to get from the center. How much is getting now?
To bank. Once again,
how much Karnataka used to get from center 4 years back, and how much it is getting now? How much was Gujarat getting 5 years back, and how much is Gujarat getting now? There is a 50% increase for Gujarat. What are people of
Gentlemen, okay, you've made your points. You've made your points. You've spoken over each other. Let me get in Prashanti. Ashok Gowda and Satya Prakash, you've made your point. Prashanti, go ahead. You wanted to say something.
1 minute.
Ashok Gowda ji, you've made your point, please. No, let Prashanti come in.
The Congress spokesperson was talking about the communal, joining hands with the communal party. But I would like to ask them, with Shiv Sena, when they join hands, what about Congress had joined hands with Shiv Sena, the big time BJP, the Hindutva party. But now when we join hands with BJP, I don't know why they are saying we already have joined hands with BJP long time back as well. And that time the minorities had no problem. They had no problem at all, and we all worked together. But now, just to bring the rift between the parties and the people, Congress's spokesperson is talking this way. I'm really ashamed to say this, that our people, the mindset of thinking is going really weird. These, and not just that, the drought. He spoke about the drought as well. The weather forecast before April, they had given the weather forecast as there would be no rain. What steps have Congress taken? That was my question. What did the Congress take? They were only busy about the freebies. They were busy about making money, the transfer racket, the scams, the corruption, the increase the
before
corruption.
I wrap up, let me also quickly talk about one of the biggest concerns in the alliances that have been fought. I'll give you time. Let me also talk about seat sharing. This is one of the biggest concerns in all the alliances that now are being made ahead of the 2024 mega battle. Ashok Gowda, I'll ask you a direct, simple question. How many seats is the BJP willing to give to the JDS in this alliance?
We are all very small karyakartas, whether it is Prashanti or Ashok Gowda. We will not decide in the TV panel. It will be decided in our National Parliamentary Board. And Parliamentary Board will know what exactly is the points to decide, and they will decide. The point is not about the seat sharing. The point is about Satya Prakash ji said.
But you're the on-ground worker, na, Ashok Gowda ji, not on a TV panel, but you're the on-ground worker who knows the reality, the on-ground situation.
As a sincere Karyakarta of BJP, we have welcomed wholeheartedly the JDS Karyakartas to us, and we are all going to work towards winning 28 of 28 seats. And in fact, please, I request Satya Prakash ji not to lie, just like Sidramaya in a Mirror Now TV. Please don't lie like Sidramaya or DK Shivkumar. Please listen. Your name is Satya Prakash, not Sullu Prakash. Please listen. Once again, devolution of funds, whether it was Gujarat or whether it is Karnataka, it is decided by the finance, which is statutory body, and statutory body will give whatever the percentage. You and I cannot decide on that.
Property. It is state's right to get it.
It's not a political body. It's not a political body. It's a statutory body. That is, please understand. Don't lie like Sidramaya, who is a Sulu Ramaya. Please understand. You are Satya Prakash. You are not a Sulu Prakash. Listen, Satya Prakash ji. Listen, Satya Prakash ji.
It is Karnataka's right to get its due. When we are contributing 4 lakh crores as tax to the center, it is more than
for 30 uninterrupted 30 seconds. Uninterrupted 30 seconds I want.
33,000 crores. What we used to get.
Okay.
One second. You got
Satya Prakash ji, I'll give you time. Quickly, Ashok Gada, make your point, and then Satya Prakash ji, make your point.
Devolution of funds is decided by the statutory board called Financial Committee. That's a different issue. And Karnataka has doubled its income from the central government from 80,000 crores to 1,54,000 crores, and every year it is increasing because of the GST increase and other things. That is point number 1. Point number 2. Whether it is an infrastructural development in Karnataka, roads, ports, and airports, and any other infrastructure, central government has directly funded the project. Now the whole point is 2,000 rupees. My friend spoke about per hectare. As it reached a farmer, it is laying in the DC's account or the Tahsildar's account, and it has not even reached. For what? You are giving only for the animal husbandry maintenance, not for my farmer. And you are not a lieutenant governor. Sidramaya is not a lieutenant governor of Karnataka. Please understand. He is chief minister. When our government was there, we directly
you made your point, Ashok Gowda.
7,500 rupees directly to the farmer. That is the commitment of the chief minister when Yediyurappa was.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gowda, you've made your point. Satya Prakash, 30 seconds, and then I'm going to wrap this up.
Where is your government? You are a lieutenant governor.
Ashok Gowda ji, you've made your point. I gave you the time.
Are you not a chief minister of the state? You don't have your own taxes. And Karnataka.
Ashok Gowda ji, I gave you the time to make your point. Now let Satya Prakash respond, and I'll wrap this up.
Unwanted things like buying a car, buying a house, renovating the house.
Tax is just 33,000 crores, not what he is boasting. He doesn't understand the difference between
you've made your points.
Devolution of tax. Devolution of tax means out of all the taxes that we give, as per 15th Finance Commission, how much of tax has to come back for every 1 rupee that we give? 4 years back also we used to get 33,000 crores as part of our devolution. At that time, Gujarat used to get 22,000 crores. Today also we are getting close to 33,000 crores only after 4 to 5 years, while Gujarat has gone up from 22,000 crores to 34,000 crores or 35,000 crores. They have got a 50% jump. That is exactly what I am asking. Why is Mr. Modi issuing
you've all made your points. I'll wrap it up here.
Why? Why should people vote for BJP?
Okay, we'll leave it there, but I think at the end of the day, we have to remember it's the people of Karnataka that need to be thought of. I'll wrap it up here. Ashok Gowda, Satya Prakash and Prashanti, thank you very much to all of you for coming on Mirror Now and sharing your perspective on this crucial alliance that the BJP and the JDS are forming ahead of this poll battle. Thank you very much. With that, we're slipping it to a short break. News and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned to Mirror Now.